I I was washing this morning and Dulty was passing with the sai across his shoulder and he came up to me and he pointed to the long grass and he cut a pathway from my tent to the road so that my feet wouldn't get wet with dew. I mean, wasn't that kind of him, and yet I have no words to thank him. I suppose you're right. I mean, I suppose I couldn't live here. I mean, just before Dulty came up to me this morning, I was thinking how I might have been in Bombay instead of Baile Beag. You see, my father was at his wit's end with me, and he got me a job in the East India Company. This was maybe 10, 11 months ago. So, I set off for London, but I missed the boat. Literally. And I had enough money to hang around until the next sailing, and I couldn't face father, so I joined the army. And the army posted me to the engineers. And the engineers sent me to Dublin, and well, Dublin sent me here. And as I was washing and staring across the Chaban, I was thinking how very lucky I am to be here and not in Bombay. Do you know, Lancy is so like my father. I was watching him last night. He inspected every group of sappers that reported in. I mean, he inspected the field kitchens, he examined the horses, he read every single report, even commenting on the neatness of the handwriting. A job mustn't be done right, it must be done with excellence. Father has that drive, that determination, that indefatigable energy. He builds roads, hopping from one end of the empire to the other. He can't sit still for more than 5 minutes. The longest he says he ever sat still was the night before Waterloo, when everyone was waiting for Wellington to make up his mind whether or not to attack. He was born in 1789, the very day the Bastille fell, and I often wonder if that gave his whole life its character. Do you think it could? He inherited a new world the day he was born. A year one. There was no limits to man's potential. I'm afraid I'm a great disappointment to him, because I have neither his energy, nor his coherence, nor his drive. Do I believe in fate? The day I arrived in Baile Beag... No. In Baile Beag, the day you brought me here, I had a curious sensation. It's difficult to describe, really. It was a momentary sense of discovery, not quite a sense of discovery. It wasn't an awareness of time, but a recognition of sorts. And when I heard your father and Jimmy Jack talk about Apollo and Paris and Cuchulainn and Ferrier, you know, I thought perhaps I could live here. But I suppose you're right. I mean, I might learn the language, but the way of the tribe will always elude me. More potting.